This is Keith McEwen at Lancaster Park in Christchurch. Over 50,000 here on a cold Christchurch day for the 7th meeting between Wales and New Zealand. We've had no rain for the past hour and a half and the ground has dried out remarkably well. It's going to be a little wet in centre field between the two 25s. Sharing the commentary with me today is BBC commentator Alan Williams.
Good afternoon to you. May I be allowed to say Prynhawn, which is how we say good afternoon in Wales. And this, of course, is a great moment, not only for you people in New Zealand, but for us here in Wales. The first test match on New Zealand soil, and the players now listening to the strains of Hen Wlad Van Hadai, the Welsh national anthem, Land of My Fathers.
Comment throughout the match today will come from former All Black hooker Dennis Young. Dennis, we've got two great sides here. How do you think the match is going to go?
Well, I wish I could predict this. They're two mighty sides, you say. Almost, I suppose, this could be a world championship if there was such an official thing. The New Zealand team is mighty. It's mighty in the forwards, and it's very good in the backs. The Welsh team, we've seen them on television in New Zealand. We know what they're capable of. This could go any way. That's all I can say.
Those of us who saw the match in New Plymouth on Tuesday felt that the Welsh side was still feeling the effects of that long trip out here by air. Alan Williams, do you think they've got over this now?
Well, we certainly hope so. No doubt about it at all that on Tuesday against Taranaki, in the last 10 or 15 minutes, those Welsh players were very tired indeed. They look to be in better heart. They've had two good run-outs, and let's hope they have got over their travel fatigue by now.
New Zealand will play then from left to right. And this the first half. Light wind from the south as McCormick places the ball on halfway. The referee today, Mr. J.P. Murphy from North Auckland. There's the kick-off by McCormick. And back New Zealand side, just outside the 25, going. Curtin with the ball. Graham Thorne coming across, the ball bouncing near the 25. Out into touch. Stuart Watkins, who was here with the 1966 Lions to throw in, playing on the right wing for Wales. It's 8 yards outside the New Zealand 25. I beg your pardon, outside the Welsh 25. The line-out penalty to be taken by first 5'8", Barry John. It's a fine kick by the Welsh first 5, taking play to 11 yards outside the New Zealand 25, where Graham Thorne will throw it. John has it. Jarrett kicking through, McCormick on the 25. Chance here for Richards. New Zealand scrambling back. 5-yard scrum. Going to put the ball in. Watch for Richards, number 11, poised to come into the back line if required. And a penalty against the Welsh front row. Fergie McCormick. John Williams at halfway. Stuart Watkins racing down. And the fair catch claimed by Graham Thorne. Thorne, number 13. Early pressure, Dennis Young from Wales.
Yes. That rubber kick through then was very well done, and Fergie McCormick, the ball slippery, and he had difficulty in taking it, and they went very close to scoring there.
Watkins to throw, and it's midway, 25 and halfway in New Zealand territory. Wales with a light breeze behind them. Back to going. New Zealand forward Wales led through by Colin Meads. And Williams, a very courageous mark in the face of the New Zealand forwards. Graham Thorne. Brian Price tapping it down. Penalty to New Zealand. Going, feeding it into the forwards. Meads. Patrick driving almost to halfway. Coming to going. Curtin running hard. McCormick up in the line. Thorne kicking back in field. Williams takes it and claims the fair catch. New Zealand electing to run the ball while it's still dry. Bruce McLeod standing on the mark. 10 yards from the Welsh line. It's Thorne's ball to the line out. 8 yards inside the 25. The New Zealand drive. Alan Smith coming back. This is good ball going. Getting it onto Curtin. Watkinson quickly there. Making the tackle. Meads has it. Flipping it out to Thorne. Moves it forward. And we'll have the set scrum.
Well, now this is the danger for Wales. This ruck ball. We've seen in the last 2 minutes, 3 or 4 rucks in New Zealand have won the lot. It's been good ball. And they'll have to try and get their share. Wales will have to try and get their share of this secondary play ball if they're to hold New Zealand.
Gareth Edwards putting it in. And a fine kick. Taking play to 12 yards inside the Welsh half. Ball, New Zealand forward storming through. This is what we saw Alan Williams, a little bit of this in New Plymouth on Tuesday, a bit of untidy ball at the end of the lineup.
Yes, and Kirkpatrick there keeping a wary eye on Taylor. Wills, of course, was the architect in Taranaki. Wales must get cleaner possession.
Alan Smith up high, Meads feeding, going to Curtin. Over the dead ball line, back to the 25.
Well, that was a wasted kick. He'll have to judge it better than that. There's no excuse for wind. There's very little wind coming at all from that direction, from behind him. A good scoring opportunity lost, I feel, there.
McCormick to the 10-yard mark. And in go the New Zealand pack. This is good ball. Going's got it. Watkins waiting on the 25. Thorne and McRae up there. My word, Dennis Young, that's great forward play by New Zealand. Wonderful drive.
And great driving by Fergie McCormick. Fullback, of course, is the local boy and a hero of the crowd.
On the 25 then. And Gareth Edwards to put the ball in again. Barry John kicking for touch. Thrown by Thorne. Untidy ball again. It flips it away nice to the Curtin. Williams under pressure, calling for the fair catch. McRae was up there. Williams away to touch.
Both teams have been using this high kick into the air, putting the fullbacks under pressure. so far there hasn't been any obvious weakness in either fullback's play.
Thrown by Malcolm Dick, down by Brian Price. Edwards under pressure. Clears nicely. "12 yards inside the Welsh half. Back to going. Untidy ball to Curtin. He slips past 2 or 3 tackles. Set scrum just as it comes to halfback going. 6 yards inside the Welsh half. About 15 or 16 yards in from touch. Going's ball. New Zealand looking to bring McCormick in this time. That's a penalty against Tom Lister.
I think possibly he was preventing the halfback, Gareth Edwards, coming around there on the New Zealand halfback going.
There's a buzz of excitement and expectancy as Keith Jarrett makes his mark. About a 65-yard kick. He's got the wind behind him. It's a very slight breeze. And Jarrett's goal kicking could indeed be a vital factor in this match. Taken by Going. Coming up almost to the All Black 25. Heading for the bouncing ball, Richards. Curtin. Making John Williams hurry back inside his 25. He's got good angle here. And makes no mistake with the kick to touch. 10-yard mark, Wales. We've had almost 10 minutes in the first half of the Test match and still no score.
When Keith Jarrett attempted that kick, he stood the ball up and approached it from the side and swung into it. Normally, when he's close to the post or when he's out on the right-hand side, he would put it down in torpedo fashion.
McRae with the ball. Williams waiting for the bounce. Goes past Malcolm Dick. Ankle tap as Phil Davis comes across. Williams, who loves to run, plays for London Welsh, and of course we've seen him on television here in New Zealand, a fine running fullback. A little bit disappointing in Taranaki on Tuesday. This is thrown by Malcolm Dick. Bees with the ball. Back to Going. Curtin. New Zealand keeping up the pressure. Richards, who scored 4 tries for Wales against England and plays for Cardiff. Going in with New Zealand on attack. 6 yards inside the 25. Coming back to Going. Curtin. Could be dangerous, towed through by Davis. McCormick having to hurry back. Gerald Davies picking the ball on. Taken on by Barry John. And now Lahore kicking the ball through. Williams at halfway. Morris. Picked up by Watkins. Lister makes the tackle. All backs trying to feed. Set scrum. Dennis Young, was interesting to notice how quickly the Welsh backs are up that time on defence.
Well, I was just going to say that from that line-out, that they come up quickly and put pressure on.
Edwards across to John. Taking play to a yard inside the New Zealand half. It's Barry John who's had a bump.
possibly just mud in the eye, I think. The bucket of water's coming on.
Yes, indeed, Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis, you've played in the test match at Cardiff Arms Park. How much different is the atmosphere here at Lancaster Park for the first clash between Wales and New Zealand?
Well, once the game starts, of course, as a player, you don't worry about the atmosphere so much. Certainly the pre-match atmosphere and tension is not as great here.
Thrown by Thorpe. Beautiful pass to John. McCormick.
Perhaps I should qualify that when I say tension. I don't mean the actual nervous tension, but the singing of the Welsh crowd. We can't match that.
I believe there was some effort too earlier in the week.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, there was a very enjoyable Cambrian Society meeting one evening, and I was a guest there and enjoyed it very much.
And the lineouts at the moment favouring New Zealand by 8-4, so New Zealand getting twice as much possession from the lineouts. And Morris switches to throw in. It's 1.5 yards to 2 yards inside the Welsh half, right to the back this time. Kirkpatrick going in on top of the ball there. New Zealand going over the top, trying to win it. Set scrum. Perhaps we should add that the accompaniment for Dennis Young's singing was provided by Alan Williams. So we've got the full team here today.
Fine pianist and fine commentator.
Tied here to New Zealand. Malcolm Dick. Bustled there by Richards. Richards throwing in. McLeod quickly off the front of the lineout. McLeod number 2, the New Zealand hooker. And viewers in Wales, of course, you'd have seen all of these players. They were all in the United Kingdom with the 67 team going. Curtin, McRae, Bill Davis, the half break, gives it to Thorne. Almost to the 25, Lahore there to carry it on. Muller, Curtin, out to Malcolm Dick. Dick flying for the line. It's a try to New Zealand. Malcolm Dick the try, but I think Dennis Young it all started back with Earl Curtin doubling around, giving Bill Davis the half break, and reminiscent of the try that New Zealand set up against France in '67 on the UK tour. What a great bit of rugby by New Zealand.
Yes, this move, this double round that really led to that try is a move that, they didn't sort of originate it, but they've used it so much, Earl Curtin and Ian McRae. And when it got out to Thorne, I thought that Thorne made this mistake. He checked himself and lost his momentum, but he came back infield and used this footwork that Graham Thorne is now quite famous for. What wonderful handling of a wet ball.
15 minutes gone. And McCormick kicking from 2 yards from touch. Swing away outside the left-hand upright. New Zealand 3, Wales 0. A try to Malcolm Dick. Gary John restarting. Miller takes it. Coming back for the knock forward. And prior to the match starting, many people thought that the wet ground would perhaps mar the game as a running spectacle, but my word, that was a fine try to New Zealand.
I'm interested as a hooker in the different techniques used in packing a scrum, the Welsh and the New Zealand team. The Welshmen are quite prepared to go down with the front row and no locks, which is recognised as bad practice in New Zealand.
Going a tap kick. McRae flying through after it. Could be dangerous. Plus there's Thorne at the ball skidding away into touch. Back there was Morris getting the clearing kick in.
Mind you, in all fairness to the Welshmen, they don't seem to have suffered by this. I think there's only been one tight head so far. That was to New Zealand. But their scrummaging does seem to be quite proficient, even though they do go down without locks and without side rows.
Untidy ball there on the New Zealand side, and Wales capitalise on it, in taking play to around about the 10-yard mark. With Stuart Watkins will throw in, playing on the right wing for Wales, with New Zealand leading by 3 points to 0. There's the drive from New Zealand. Kirkpatrick, the 10-yard mark. Back to going. Curtin, Will Davis. Could be dangerous here. Picked up by John.
Bad pass from Mel Curtin, too high. It almost hit Bill Davis in the nose.
Coming to going. Between the two sets, the throw in, Meads getting it down. Curtin, McRae, McCormick in the line. The Thorne outside him, but the ball was knocked forward there. McCormick perhaps delaying the pass, and Watkins coming in and taking the man with the ball, which is the sensible thing to do. Edwards to put the ball in. Another tight head. Lahore, Curtin. Williams could be in trouble. It's a penalty against New Zealand. Barry John. The footing for touch. Taking play to the 10-yard mark, Welsh territory, and your commentator for the next 20 minutes, Alan Williams.
Thank you, Keith. 3-0 then, New Zealand leading, try by Dick and Graham Thorne with a throw-in. And that's Meads. And a set scrum. Just on the Welsh 10-yard line. Two against the head to New Zealand so far, and that one wasn't in properly. To Barry John, to Watkins, and play much in the same position, just about on the Welsh 10-yard line. Number 6 for New Zealand at the back there, Kirkpatrick. Number 8, of course, Brian Lahore. That's Graham Thorne again to Curtin, to McRae. McRae selling the dummy. Dick outside him. And Dick eventually bundled out of touch there by Gerald Davis. Morris Richards, who went near to scoring early on with a throw-in, just outside the Welsh 25. Welsh possession this time. Gareth Edwards going back to the 25. This, of course, a new law for the New Zealanders. And Malcolm Dick coming up to take the throw-in. Just outside the Wales 25, 23 minutes gone. New Zealand 3, Wales 0. Around the back of the line there to be possession for New Zealand again, I feel, but no, Mr. Murphy whistles out. The near prop for you people in Wales is Muller, who played for Taranaki against Wales last Tuesday. Edwards with a kick, McCormick under it. And here he goes again, Fergie McCormick, the local boy. Number 8 there, Brian Lahore. Number 6, Kirkpatrick. Number 1, Jazz Muller, as he's known. All 17 stone. Things are quieting down a bit now, Dan.
They have quieted down quite a bit. Mind you, it started at a fair rate. Also, the ball is getting very slippery now.
And now it's Curtin with it. McRae. Barry John controlling the ball well, slipping in the mud, particularly in the middle there. McCormick with it again. And this will be a penalty for Wales, not playing the ball, and if Jarrett can get a firm hold in the mud, a possible for him.
Well, and last year when the French team was here, Villepeur, the French fullback, took a kick from very much the same position in the mud, and in my wisdom, at least I thought it was wisdom, I said he wouldn't possibly kick it, and he did. So I'm not going to make any predictions on this one.
I was going to say, go on, say the same again. I should explain for viewers at home too that in the middle of this pitch, of course, we have the cricket wicket, and that's there's a marl foundation there, and that tends to make it a little boggy, as you can see in the middle of the field. But now this will be 48 yards. That's the distance.
Now, because he can't sidle round to it so well here, he's laying it down in torpedo fashion.
Heath Jarrett. Oh, it was never at the races, as they say in Ireland, and Sid Going takes it. Maurice Richards, an awkward bounce. And relief there for New Zealand, up almost to the halfway line, just inside the New Zealand half. 26 minutes gone, 3-0 to New Zealand. Going to Curtin. And Curtin looks as though he's kicked it straight out of play. Yes, so it'll be back where he kicked it.
If they keep tapping this ball back from the lineouts the way they have in these last few lineouts, then the halfbacks are going to have an awfully hard day. They should attempt to control it.
Maurice Richards. And trouble there at the back of the lineout, always for Wales. John Lloyd peeling round there, and a set scrum. Incidentally, you in Wales will remember Dennis Young. He played in the 63 Test in Cardiff Arms Park when his props were Ken Gray playing today and the great Wilson Winneray. And I can assure you people in Wales he's as chunky and cheerful as ever. And it's another penalty for Wales, and on a drier patch of ground. And Jarrett surely with a better chance of a kick here. Now that's the 10-yard line just behind Jarrett, the New Zealand 10-yard line, and he's about 8 yards to the left of the post as he looks at it. It'll be a great kick if he gets it. 27 minutes gone. But he sliced it, and it'll be 25 dropout. Earl Curtin to restart the game. And there was a man in front. Set scrum 25. It's Dave Morris there, the Welsh flanker, putting all his weight into it. Indeterminate heel on the New Zealand 25. Going to Curtin. That's good relief for New Zealand, almost up to the New Zealand 10-yard line.
I feel as this game progresses, the Welshmen are making a very good job of upsetting the possession that the All Blacks are getting, and this could be a problem for New Zealand. I think the amount of ball they're getting, with the ball becoming slippery.
Davis. Now can Wales get possession? No. Back to Curtin, to McRae. McRae with the kick. Watkins underneath it, so is Thorne. Thorne very nearly got away with that one. And people in Swansea will remember a great try scored by Graham Thorne in the match against West Wales in the last tour. And that was quickly there to Brian Price, but not to the referee's satisfaction. You remember that try that Thorne, of course, he'd just come into the All Blacks limelight then, when he played in Swansea 2 years ago. Going with a foot in for New Zealand, inside the New Zealand half. Barry John going for it. Jarrett in there. And Mr. Murphy orders a set scrum. The far flanker for Wales, of course, John Taylor. Haven't seen a lot of him yet. Going with a put in. Straight to McCormick. John Williams underneath it. On the halfway line. But it's going away. Kick to kill. What a great run. Is he going to get there? Oh, a great try there by Malcolm Dick, but just over the dead ball line. That was worth 3 points.
Great run. Yes, a great run. This Sid Going, the All Black halfback, he's as slippery as an eel, if I use the term. And when he broke then, he just timed his pass beautifully to Malcolm Dick. And I'm sure that people in Britain will remember Malcolm Dick at his really good days in 1963, 64.
He's not doing too badly in 1969 either.
That's true.
That was Brian Price taking a perler there.
He has had an off year or two in between when he hasn't been really playing perhaps quite as well as that, but this year he's right back to his very best.
And that one was too quick. Lahore takes it to Curtin. That's McCormick in trouble. Gerald Davis taking McRae. Inside the New Zealand half now. And now we're midway, halfway line, and New Zealand 25. Sorry, Dennis.
You can see what I mean by this possession. We're getting plenty of possession, but Wales are so quickly through, and this ball is very slippery now. And we're going backwards from the position we're gaining.
Watkins with a throw-in. Edwards to John. Barry John going through. And that's McCormick with a fly kick. Stuart Watkins comes across. He's in trouble. Muller is going to take it to the side. It's a great try for New Zealand. McLeod, the hook is scoring. Bad defensive errors there by Wales, Dennis.
Yes, and very good following up by Fergie McCormick. He chased, he just got there, another yard, and I think that ball would have been cleared away, but he got there, he upset it, and then Jazz Muller, first of all, bursting. Jazz Muller, 17 stone, but very fast, didn't have to run too far, and then passed it to McLeod, the hooker, and Bruce McLeod away like a three-quarter to score, right between the posts.
McCormick with the conversion. It's there, 8-0. Dennis, it must do your heart good to see a hooker scoring a try in a test match.
Yes, it does. I never had the privilege, actually, but Bruce McHale is an excellent forward, of course. Scored a try in his first test and scored odd tries all the way along the line since.
So with 7 minutes to go for half-time, Wales 8-0 down and Jarrett to restart. Graham Thorne from inside his 25 and just up to the New Zealand 10-yard line. Number 6 there for New Zealand, Kirkpatrick. Number 7, Lister. Edwards to John, a bad one. It's the grubber now for Gerald Davis. Richards is in there too. But look at these New Zealand forwards coming back. It is going away again on his own. Up to the halfway line. Can John Williams get him? Oh, a great tackle by Williams. And it's a penalty there to Wales.
I can't quite pick up what that was for. I think it's quite legitimate. It couldn't have been for lowering the shoulder into the fullback. There's nothing wrong with this play.
Barry John with a kick. Good one from the middle.
Just lowering the shoulder and going straight on is referred to in this country as a Maori sidestep.
Couldn't be classed perhaps as dangerous play, could it?
Well, I hardly think so. Not really.
Anyway, we're midway, New Zealand 25, halfway line. Welsh possession from the line out for once. Price getting it to Edwards, to John. Oh, and Barry John, most unlike him, but he's away on his own. Beautiful run by John, but no support. And now it's New Zealand on the rampage. McLeod again, the hooker. Look at this man go. Up with him is Jazz Muller. And it's Lister there, brought down by Richards. And he has kicked away, so is Mahal. And a try for Brian Mahal, the New Zealand captain, and Wales really under pressure now. Well, these New Zealand forwards are fit, Dennis.
Yes, and they handle very well. We use the term handle like backs, and they do handle like backs. We talk of famous combinations, and you've got one, of course, the Welsh combination of Barry Johns and Gareth Edwards. Well, New Zealand are producing a combination in Jazz Muller and Bruce McLeod.
McCormick with a conversion then. It's there. 13-0 to New Zealand. And 4 minutes to go for half-time. Wales, my goodness, you can't see New Zealand scoring 13 points in the first half and losing them. Jarrett then with the kick. And it goes straight out of play, I think, yes. And New Zealand are electing for a scrum back. And now the rains come back. We've had sunshine, we had rain earlier on, and the rain's with us again. And this ground's going to churn up now. From that set scrum, a penalty to Wales. Against McLeod. Gareth Edwards calling for it. Barry John to take it. And that's a beautifully judged little kick. Into the space. And right on the New Zealand line.
New Zealand will have to control the ball in this line out. If it's tapped back at all here, of course, it's open to a dive through. It'll go short.
And Richards very nearly over there. But it'll be a dropout. McCormick taking the quick one. No, thinking otherwise. Gives it to Kirk. There was John Lloyd. Gareth Edwards trying a drop, but with this wet ball and on this greasy surface, not very much hope of success there. Thorne picking it up. Is he going to run it? No, it's a touchdown. Graham Thorne away again. And the crowd like that. Morris and Taylor in attendance on curtain. Brian Thomas, their number 4, but here's Going. Sid Going, what a great scrum half. Colin Meads. Going back now, waiting for it. Has it to Curtin, to McRae. McRae almost slipping Gerald Davis. McCormick coming up again. Barry John going back. Now it's John Williams. And John Williams very nearly letting Thorne through again. Minute and a half of proper time to go, and the rain really sweeping down now. And it's Meads to Lahore. Gray it is. And here's Sid Going blind to Curtin. The rolling ball for Thorne.
It's a lesson to all forwards, isn't it? The way this All Black pack gets that loose ball, the slightest bit of loose ball, they dive on it, they contain it, they bring it up, they make sure they've got it, and the rest of the forwards pack in and make this a solid ruck.
Now we're just short of the Welsh line. Meads to Going. Curtin. Curtin now taking his time, but Wales gained ground from that one, and they're just short of their own 25. Stuart Watkins with a throw-in. Brian Thomas going up for it there. And it's Brian Thomas at the bottom of that ruck. Edwards to John. McCormick underneath it, but for once McCormick makes a mistake. He's had a great game, though, this All Blacks fullback. Very nearly on half-time now, and Wales 13 points down. Just near the halfway line now. There goes Going again. Gareth Edwards underneath it. Thorne with a throw-in. Up goes Brian Price, but again New Zealand get it going to Curtin. McRae and Jarrett in conflict there. Back there to Curtin again. And it's a penalty to Wales.
Well, the referee, Mr. Murphy, must have ruled there that Ian McRae should have let that ball go, but it did appear to me if he could still play it.
Well, that's the Gary Owen from Gareth Edwards. Just inside the New Zealand 25, but this time it's Price being penalised and a penalty to New Zealand. Going, taking the quick one. Lahore, Meads, John Williams underneath this one, and John Williams running it just inside the halfway line to Watkins. Stuart Watkins with a short kick. Thorne going across there. McCormick it is rather. And McCormick, has he found touch? No, not quite. It's the cross kick. Up goes John Williams. Jeff Young gets it back. Brian Thomas, rather desperate. Barry John putting the kick in for Richards, and here's a great chance for Richards just short of the line. Can he go? He's beaten one man. Richards still trying, just pulled down short of the line. Wales coming as near to scoring there as they have done, and that's the whistle for half-time with the score New Zealand 13, Wales 0. New Zealand surely in an unassailable position. Jarrett to restart. And McCormick underneath it there, but the ball had gone out of play. Wales on the attack, and they'll need to be on the attack this half. Maurice Richards with the throw-in. Went out of play off McCormick. Just inside the New Zealand 25. But again, it's New Zealand possession, and this time it's Meads going through on his own. The prince of footballers from the King Country, what a great forward. And as Dave Morris tries to get it away, it's a set scrum. Number 7 there, the New Zealand flanker, Lister. newcomer to the All Blacks. And now it's Edwards to John. That's a bit far. McCormick's under it. No, he's allowed it to go loose. We're inside the New Zealand 25 now. Can Wales get possession? No, it's Meads again there to Gray. And up to the New Zealand 10-yard line. Gray's had a long run in All Black football, Dennis.
Yes, he's had a long run. He's playing very well. A great short jump in the line out, a great scrummager, and a good runner with a ball in hand, like all of these New Zealand forwards.
That was Jeff Young then, back to Edwards. Gareth Edwards now with the run for the first time. And Earl Curtin, did he make a mark? No. Going with it. Sid Going, what a scrum half this man is. Right up to John Williams, just outside his 25, in the mud. John Williams running it well. Now he's in trouble. Maurice Richards up there in support. And we're 8 yards inside the Welsh half. Rain stopped now, but it's still, of course, very wet, very miserable. Brian Price going up for it there. Edwards can't control. Set scrum. Sid Going with a put in. Two great scrum halves here, but it's been Going's day. To Curtin. And good territorial advantage there to New Zealand, way down inside the Welsh 25. You just see the 25 on the right of your picture. Maurice Richards with a throw-in. Price going up, but it's Meads to Going. McRae with a great run. And this will be a penalty to New Zealand, and they can make it 16-0 now. Dennis, what was that for?
Well, I'm shrugging my shoulders here. I don't know. I couldn't see it. Whatever it was for, it was in a very handy position for New Zealand.
And this could well be the decisive nail in the Welsh coffin, just outside the 25. Fergie McCormick to make it, if he can, 16-0 after nearly 4 minutes of the second half. John with the dropout. And it's Dick fumbling it there. Did he knock on? Dick with the cross kick. John Williams under it. Calling for the mark, and he's been awarded it. Number 1 there, Denzel Williams. And we're midway now, Welsh 25 and halfway line. Malcolm Dick, the first scorer for New Zealand. Welsh possession to Gareth Edwards. Barry John. Barry John with the kick. Fergie McCormick. And way back into Welsh territory again. Maurice Richards underneath it. Still not out of place. Sid Going underneath it there. Going with the up and under. John Williams there. See how those All Black forwards come up. Going again to Curtin, a beautiful pickup. Alan Smith. Going. And Wales with all the pressure on them now. And there's Going as Dave Morris comes round on him. What can Wales do to stop this All Blacks onslaught? Nothing at all. And an injury here. It's John Williams, who was hurt in that rush then when he took the ball very, very courageously indeed. Looks like the neck.
It was a beautifully placed kick because it came down at the very moment the forwards got there, and a fullback or any player in this position is wide open. Great credit to him. He took it unflinchingly, but paid the penalty. He's a tough little fellow by the look of it.
Oh, he's tough, all right. Just inside the Welsh 25. Maurice Richards. Number 4 there for New Zealand is Alan Smith, who played for Taranaki earlier on. And the whistle there for line-out infringement. The scrum comes 15 yards in. Going, having a quick look at Curtin. What a heel that was. Going blind. That was Kirkpatrick with it.
McCormick on the blind, and then a forward pass to Kirkpatrick.
Gareth Edwards. Let's get the scrummage on the field of play. And let's have it in again. Wales have it this time. That looked like offside, and it is.
He was fooled by the heel. He thought it was coming out and stayed in there, and he tried desperately to make himself still part of the scrum, but unfortunately got a bit too far.
Here's Barry John then with this penalty. The ball getting wetter and wetter and more difficult to hold, but it's been a great game from the New Zealand point of view. Malcolm Dick to throw into the line-out just by the Welsh 10-yard line. Down to Edwards. Oh, and Edwards in trouble on the 25. McLeod again. Kirkpatrick up there. Is another try? No, I think it's a touchdown for him. Yes. Maurice Richards and Walters just got there first as Kirkpatrick came up on him.
You're just asking for disaster in the rugby sets if you tap the ball back like that to your halfback.
Barry John to restart. Looks like there are 4 All Black jerseys to every Welsh one when you have the ruck. Now just near the Welsh 10-yard line. And I think this is against Edwards for not in straight. And another penalty to New Zealand. Going. And again, John Williams has to come under it, but he's got a little more time to move, and he's called for the mark, and it's been awarded. McLeod it is on the mark, number 2.
And mighty game, Bruce's head.
Great game.
Right.
And just out of play. A good kick there, the quick throw in. And here's Fergie McCormick coming up again. Lahore piling in there to help him, and now it's going again. And desperation by Barry John there, a soccer kick. And it's Malcolm Dick not getting out of play as Mervyn Davies comes up for Wales.
You notice the way when Fergie goes in, and when the forwards go in, they always drive into the opposition and turn, making the ball available for supporting forwards.
Yep. Gareth Edwards then. Barry John. That was a well-placed little kick. But Alan Smith is up there. Oh, and it's rather despairing efforts by Wales now on the halfway line. Here's McRae. Pretty untidy play as we come up to the halfway line. New Zealand 13, Wales 0, 10 minutes gone of the second half. Gareth Edwards to John. Jarrett, a little kick there for Gerald Davis, and here's a chance for Wales if they can keep it under control. Driving it through. Richards is after it. Can Richards get there first? Dick is there. So is Richards into 25 dropout. That was as near as they come, and Dick really might have hurt himself there. But the linesman's flag was up, and they'll have to come back for a line out just inside the New Zealand 25. Graham Thorne, who came across in defence there to try and get between Richards and the ball, and was successful. Don't think he's in much trouble. The St John's men are there, affectionately known in this part of the world as the Zambaks. Yes, Graham Thorne all right again.
Pretty much the same build, Graham Thorne and Malcolm Dick.
Yes. On the New Zealand 25. The Hall with it to going. And the referee asking for fresh air between the forwards. Ross Richards. Mervyn Davies goes up to it, but Colin Meads gets it to Curtin directly. John Williams has to move for this one. And here's John Williams. Is he going to run into trouble here? Graham Thorne underneath it. He can't control it. And it's thrown away. What impetus. Up to the halfway line. Great play this by the All Blacks. Secondary possession. But Gareth Edwards comes to get Wales out of trouble there. Kicks it straight out of play, and the line-out will be just outside the 25 where he kicked it from. Graham Thorne to the line-out. Once again, it's Jazz Muller going round there. Penalty to Wales. Gareth Edwards with a quick one to Barry John. And something despairing about everything Wales does now. Fergie McCormick going back to his own 25. Challenged by Watkins. And here's Maurice Richards. And a mark there. Very well taken by Lister. John Williams, way down inside his 25. And this time he's found touch all right. A good kick.
Mighty Beads set out after him there. He cleared it very well. He wouldn't want to have a meeting of those two.
I wouldn't like to be chased by Meads at any time. Malcolm Dick to the line-outs, just inside the Welsh half. Edwards has had no chance at all today. Taylor, Barry John, Jarrett, Gerald Davis away to Stuart Watkins. Stuart Watkins with a half dummy. Well pulled down there by Thorne. Fergie McCormick there as well. But that's one of the best runs we've seen from the Welsh backs. Just outside the New Zealand 25 with 15 minutes gone. Edwards to John. Jarrett. Jarrett the kick for John Williams coming up, so is Richards. Can Richards keep it under control this time? No. That was Fergie McCormick again, coming to New Zealand's rescue. 13-0 to New Zealand and play just inside the New Zealand 25. Maurice Richards to the line. Brian Price. But at no time in this game have we seen good, clean, effective possession from the line-out by the Welsh. The tap-back has never gone happily to Edwards, and they've been moving backwards all the time. Going with a put-in and a quick heel by McLeod and a penalty to Wales. Can they have a consolation prize in the form of a penalty? Price wondering whether to call up Jarrett. Yes, he does. And Keith Jarrett to see if he can make it 13-3. That's the distance. A wet ball. The surface fairly dry in comparison to the middle where he's placing it. Keith Jarrett. That's the bad one again. And Lahore it is who comes round to touchdown. Earl Curtin coming up with the drop. Just outside New Zealand 25. Can Wales get it from this one? Denzel Williams looking for it. Round comes McLeod. And this time it's a penalty to Wales again. And Mervyn Davies is hurt.
I think we've got to say that the standard of rugby under very difficult conditions today has been extremely good. And we have to say too, especially from the New Zealand side. Even now when the ball is very wet, if they can possibly get their hands on it and pass it, then they are.
Those are the legs of Mervyn Davies, but I think he'll be all right. Yes, he's on his feet again. And with him is clubmate John Taylor. Brian Price, the captain, number 5. And Jarrett again now with another chance to make the score at least look a little bit respectable. That's the distance. It's further than the last one. And just about the same distance from the touchline. 18 minutes gone. Here's Jarrett. Not his day. And McRae it is who touches it. Lister rather.
That's McRae.
That's McRae. My apologies. McRae it is who touches down, and Earl Curtin to restart. There's Jazz Muller under it. Denzel Williams on top of him. Sid going pulled down by Jeff Young. Gareth Edwards to Barry John. Barry John now despairingly kicking. Richards after it, very nearly got it. And across comes Dick in close attendance, and play now midway, New Zealand 25 and halfway line. Now can Dick to the line out. Gareth Edwards, Barry John. To Jarrett with a burst. The Hall going down there. And Fergie McCormick coming up as ever.
McCormick is known as the human tank around Canterbury. You can see why.
No doubt about that. What a heel. Going to Curtin. And it's Fergie McCormick again. What a great game this man's had. Up to his opposite number, John Williams, and out of play. Throw in. And this time we're midway, Welsh 25 and halfway line. Morris Richards with a throw in. Kirkpatrick away there with it. So is Jazz Muller, the big fella, 17 stone of him. And now here's possession again with Aintree himself, Colin Mead going through. And now it's Denzel Williams retaliating for Wales. Mervyn Davies puts it back to Edwards. Edwards inside his own 25, finds touch. Nearly 21 minutes gone. New Zealand 13, Wales 0. And now for the remainder of commentary, I'm sure a very happy Keith McEwen.
Thank you, Alan Williams, and Malcolm Victor throw in. It's midway, 25 and goal line, going. Curtin. Bill Davis. Kirkpatrick. Over the 25, and he has to pass up to Thorne. Thorne lays the line, full forward. John Williams has had a bump. He's coming with the shot now, there he is. Gareth Edwards to put the ball in. It's 15 yards from the Welsh line, 15 in from touch. New Zealand leading by 13 points to 0. And Edwards swinging the ball away to touch. Graham Thorne, number 13. Throw in. 2 yards outside the 25. Earl Curtin. Stuart Watkins to throw in. Chris McLeod and Ken Gray. Not terribly straight from here.
No, not very straight. I noticed over the far side before, from 2 line-outs, the Welsh winger threw it straight down the Welsh line, and Scrum resolved it each time. Of course, the temptation with a wet ball to do this, make sure of it.
Going, he's had a marvellous game today for New Zealand. The penalty against Bruce McLeod. Brian Lahore being called up by referee Murphy. Brian Price there as well. Lahore out of shot, having a chat to New Zealand hooker McLeod. Barry John, left footing for touch. To find punt 2. It's the New Zealand 25 line. Graham Thorne to throw it. Going, kicking through, Stuart Watkins at halfway. Wales coming on attack. 8 yards inside the New Zealand 25. Down by 13 points to 0. Price first for New Zealand. Dick McLeod and Lahore in the corner kicking 2 conditions. Going by Thorne. Leeds putting it back to Gowing. John Williams. Time. Light rain falling. Leeds kicking the ball through. Gerald Davis across to Morris Richards. Roughly charged down by Malcolm Dick. Kirkpatrick over there with the ball now. Westing through, Leeds in support. Down almost to the Welsh 25. Set scrum. Edwards to put the ball in. Midway 25 and halfway. Welsh territory. And you could see the feet up there. Wells not retiring 10 yards. And McCormick being called up from fullback. been a great day for New Zealand, Dennis. Under difficult conditions, they've played some of the best rugby we've seen from a test side here in Christchurch.
Yes, well, I'd agree with that. It's been a great game to watch. It could have been quite easily and justifiably tied up and developed into a kick and chase day, but they've run this ball on every occasion. One wonders what would have happened had it been perhaps a dry day.
McCormick kicking from 3 yards outside the 25, 3 in from touch. Has to allow for the wind, which has freshened a little. And final taken by Edwards. Time's down. Got to pick a player up for you. Might have been McRae. I can't see McRae anywhere.
Can you see Malcolm Dick? Yes, he's there. It is McRae.
It is McRae. I think we can have a look at the statistics of the match while McRae's receiving attention. New Zealand have dominated possession in the lineouts. At half-time, 117 to Wales 10 with 10 indecisive. So we haven't had many lineouts at all, really, in the match so far. In the second half, the lineout statistics running a little more evenly. New Zealand have won 10, Wales 7, and indecisive 6. The tight head count, 2 to New Zealand. Still receiving attention. Brian Lahore up there. Gray going back into position. Time running out for Wales, down by 13 points to 0. Barry John to restart. Lahore under it. Meads. Curtin, McRae, Stuart Watkins. There's a chance now as Wales come onto the attack to kick through. McCormick taking the ball beautifully and throwing it away to touch. What a great game he's had for New Zealand today. McCormick before his home crowd here at Lancaster Park. Stuart Watkins throwing in 8 yards inside New Zealand's half. It's McLeod worrying Edwards again, and Mead speculating for touch. McLeod, Dennis, has been very effective off the front of the line out today.
Yes, he realises how important his job is in a day like this.
Going. Lahore off at the back with the ball now. McRae bursting to halfway. Kirkpatrick there. Ball lost forward. Edwards to put the ball in. New Zealand coming away with the ball. McRae towing it through, but back they come. New Zealand 13, Wales 0. Gareth Edwards leading the scrum. Lahore the ball. Curtin. It's putting it in. And a penalty, New Zealand. About 10 minutes to go. Wales not retiring quickly enough. Might be a bit far on Williams. So New Zealand right on the tack now.
As I said, right over the back, perhaps.
15 yards from the Welsh goal line. Going, swinging it out, not well controlled. through there by Bill Davis. McCormick with the ball, just outside the 25. Bill Davis. The ball tidying it up. Good scrum.
I think Brian Mahore would be happy to get out of that with the arm around his neck. A great covering forward, a great tidier up. And a very great captain, of course.
Coming on the Welsh side. Edwards to Barry John. Going, burrowing in there. John's kick finds touch. Going's had a great match. He's run with the ball. He's been a real warrior around the rucks and scrums today. And I think, Dennis, before the match, we thought this might be the case.
Yes. Yes, he's a very, very good replacement, isn't he, for Chris Laidlaw, who left us to go to England last year.
Wales on the drive there, but brief.
A different type of halfback, Chris Laidlaw. Doesn't pass as long, but when he runs, he's very hard to stop.
Morris Richards to throw in. A yard on the Welsh side of halfway. It's untidy ball again for Wales. Somebody down there. Can't pick him up for you. Might be the hooker, is it? It's Jeff Young, the hooker. Thank you, Alan Williams. And back on his feet. Referee today, Mr. J.P. Murphy, North Auckland. New Zealand. Going, Lahore, Colin leads. New Zealand winning that ruck ball again. Going to Curtin. Gray. Almost finding a way through. On Lister. Ken Gray. Curtin. Over the 25. Into the court. Finds Meads there. Gray again. The pass was forward. And the drive for New Zealand pack taking its toll now, Dennis.
Well, the weight difference in these teams in the forward packs anyway is something like a stone a man. And it's about this time that it does become the burden for the light team. This is especially so, the weight difference is especially so in the side row forwards where we have Dave Morris 13 stone 5 and John Taylor at 13.4 as compared with Tom Lister at 15 stone and Ian Kirkpatrick at 16.1. Well, they've only got to lean against a person for 80 minutes, so with that weight advantage, and they'll be tired at the end of it.
Jeff Young going to the touchline, escorted by Brian Price, and the reserve would be Gale, I think, being signalled from the stand.
I hooked against Norman Gale twice in 1963, once for Wales and once for, and I wonder if I dare say the word, Llanelli. I don't know whether that was well said or not.
10 out of 10, Dennis.
I'm sure people in Wales will forgive me, but
13 points to New Zealand and 10 to you for that pronunciation.
He was a very good hooker, a good forward, and actually captained Wales against the All Blacks in 1967. Kicked a goal in that game too, which is something that not many hookers number among their talents.
Well, the Welsh pack not fully rearranged yet. Edwards putting the ball in. Drive going in from New Zealand. Barry John with it just out from his goal line. McCormick. Thorne. Slipping through. Ken Gray driving to the line. Gray dives off the twice New Zealand. So Thorne only needs a yard, doesn't he?
The spiking feet of Graham Thorne.
And a great try to Ken Gray. Unstoppable, 10 yards from the line.
Body low, and then that long reach forward.
Kick from McCormick. Not a difficult one. But the ball very heavy now. Sliced it badly. About 6 minutes to go in the test match, and New Zealand leading by 16 points to 0. Gale is on. You'll pick him up. There he is in the clean shorts and jersey. And we've just had word from the dressing room that Jeff Young has gone off with a cut now, nothing very serious. Gary John restarting. Gale writing. Play there in 19. But
Well, Norman's only on for about 5 or 6 minutes, but the way he went to that, he obviously wants to leave some imprint on the game.
Going's ball. In a flash, McCormick up. Nicely judged kick. Troublesome one for Wales. And New Zealand come back to the Welsh 10-yard mark. And bit throwing in to go forwards. Forward there for a moment by Bill Davis. New Zealand on attack on the Welsh 25. About 6 or 7 yards to the left of the post. Edwards to put the ball in. And a tight head, McLeod. This Curtin looking through over the 25. Back it comes. Kirkpatrick, Lahore. McCormick up from fullback. Still in position, Colin Meads. It's a penalty, Wales. Well, this will be a great object lesson to people in your country, young footballers, the way the All Blacks will go and drive, win possession, drive the game. Gary John clearing the ball down the touchline. Probably been the outstanding feature of the match today as the slender control New Zealand has had over the ball up front. Thrown by Dick. Curtin. Throwing the through Jarrett. Thorne driving on, 10-yard line. And it's a penalty against Graham Thorne. And the ball. The hip tap kick. Norman Gale. Set scrum.
I don't think Norman will be quite as clean when he comes up from the bottom of this.
Edwards to put the ball in. That's it in a flash. McCormick. Just 6 yards from the New Zealand line. Stuart Watkins to throw in. 50,000 New Zealanders wanting more points from the All Blacks. Alan Smith leading the All Blacks through. Colin Meads. Racing down hard. Curtin there. Has Williams. Meads in there looking for the ball, trying to rip it away from him. And it's a penalty, New Zealand. attempt to make it 19-0 to New Zealand. It's a difficult kick with the heavy ball. 10 yards outside the 25. There's the angle. Kick of around 36 or 37 yards.
Colin Mead has had another great game today, and I think he's, 32? One just wonders how long he can go. He just seems to go on and on, and in fact seems to improve.
There's McCormick laying the ball down. Easy ball. And it's there. New Zealand 19, Wales 0. About 3.5 minutes to go in the test match. Here's Jarrett to restart. Alan Smith. Curtin from going to McRae, to Bill Davis, Kirkpatrick, set scrum, Murphy really with the pass perhaps was forward. Kirkpatrick seemed to peel around, have a tight head, McCormick, in touch on the full, so back we come to 10 yards outside the New Zealand 25.
To be fair to Norman Gale, then the tight head was a result of some very good pushing by the New Zealand pack, who just pushed the Wales straight off the ball. The hooker did his part for Wales, but the drive was just too much.
Richards throwing in. Here's Gale in a lot of play since he came on. Richards can see and he's got it to John. John running hard. Critical inside to Richards. A well-directed pass and the ball in touch. Almost an injury time. Barry John. John back in position. And Malcolm Dick to throw. Back into touch. Back to Edwards, trying to find a way through McLeod. Active at the front of the line-out. Back into touch. Time clock showing. Full time. New Zealand 19, Wales 0. Kirkpatrick coming away from New Zealand. To going. Back into touch. 10 yards from the New Zealand line. Richards throwing in. It's McLeod coming off the front again. Held there by Norman Gale. Gale has been penalised. The tap kick in the middle. Barry John with it. John running to the 25. Wales in possession. Edwards has it. Kicking one for Richards, but it's out into touch. On the full, so the scrum will form. 4 yards outside the New Zealand 25. The light rain is still falling here at Lancaster Park Crest. Malcolm Dick to throw in. And the ball through Kirkpatrick, John with it. Colin Leeds going. Gaines kick drifting towards the touchline. Richards has it. Dick has him. Ball flipped back inside. Muller with it. Right down the New Zealand try line, looming up there. 15, less than about 10 yards. The New Zealand line. Wales in the last 9 minutes of the game, keeping the pressure on New Zealand. Going by Richards. Gareth Edwards. Into touch. Yard from the New Zealand line. And referee Murphy blows for no side. And New Zealand has won the first test match by 19 points to 0. For New Zealand tries to Dick, Gray, Lahore and McLeod, and McCormick took 2 conversions in the penalty goal. For our Welsh listeners, a quick summary from Alan Williams.
Well, what more can we say but that a great side beat Wales today. They played in every department of the game in complete superiority to Wales. They handled the ball magnificently in the mud. The forwards played absolutely magnificently, and the backs too. Wales eventually slithering about, and New Zealand in complete control. A great win and a thoroughly deserved one.
Well, there it is, the first test match there.